Howdy, folks. I'm back. So, continuing where we left off. So, I did two spreads regarding the midterm elections, how the Democrats and the Republicans are going to fare. I'll give you the synopsis of it really quickly. So, I saw the Democrats kind of squeaking by. I didn't really see a blue wave, but I did see that there will be some legal shenanigans that may get in the way of their success. But they also, in retrospect, do need to reassess themselves, recraft their plan, their platform, make sure it's realistic, and that they can deliver the goods to people. Because otherwise, you know, you'll have a replay of 2016. You'll have people who are otherwise liberal who are too cynical, and they'll sit it out. And with the Republicans, I saw that they still have, even if they squeak by or, break even, they still have to fight for their seats. And they still have a dark money, unsavory foreign influences affecting a lot of them. And they need to root that out of the party because it's not helping them because they're paying too much attention and too beholden to those special interests. They're ignoring their base, which is still suffering. And all the propaganda and dark money in the world isn't going to fix that. And if they don't fix that, there is disaster right around the corner that's going to blindside them. So that's pretty much the basis of that. So right now I'm going to talk about how the elections are going to affect the general population. Of course, when Americans sneeze, the rest of the world catches a cold, so make of that what you will. So the first two cards I got were the Three of Swords and the Two of Cups in reverse. So this is the basis of the reading, and this is our present state of affairs. So this just tells us the mood of the country right now is very tense, very angry, very unhappy. I mean, there's a lot of sadness and violence, quite frankly, surrounding this election. And Two of Cups in reverse. I mean, it's even affecting people's relationships. I mean, God knows there'll be tense conversations at the Thanksgiving table. So we have to somehow get past that. I mean, we're so divided as a country. Not that we weren't divided before, but it's just more apparent now. I guess Trump and all these kind of made these issues more visible, and they've been festering for decades, like it or not. So the next card, Hidden Influences. So you got the Wheel. So you have fate, pretty much, is, taking control this time. And also, I see that this election, usually most midterms, the media ignores and people ignore, and there's low turnout, but this one, people are so fired up and fed up that this election is going to have repercussions for generations and years to come for this country. So choose wisely. That's how I see that. The gods are watching. The world is watching. That's how I see that. So you have hopes, fears, self-perception. You have the Queen of Coins. So this one's unusual. Usually, Queen of Coins represents someone who's nurturing, nurturing, maternal figure who's very stable and prosperous. And usually America represents that to the world. But now people are kind of having their doubts and see all these weird, shadowy, sinister figures in the background. And I'm not sure if she's aware of them or not, or if she just doesn't care. Time will tell. So now I have for the environment, again, pretty self-explanatory, Five of Wands. So in this card, the artist is depicting a three-ring circus, basically. And in the Rider-Waite deck, usually you see a bunch of people fighting each other with sticks and clubs. And this is the mood of the country right now. It's like a lot of seats, Senate seats, congressional seats up for grabs. You have purple states, swing districts that were usually red or blue. So everything's up in the air, and every candidate, they cannot rest on their laurels. Everyone is fighting for what they have, and we as a people have to fight for what's right too. So that's about holding your ground, defending yourself, and fighting for what's right. Yeah, and yeah, it's a fight for the Democrats. Yeah, they've got their work cut out for them. So now under the advice column, you have the strength card, which is nice. It's telling us that, we're strong people. We have to be strong. We cannot let, the sadness and the craziness and the chaos get to us and tear us apart and divide us. And in the strength card, you have the woman. She's using a gentle touch to tame wild forces, angry forces, aggression. And what's interesting, she has the infinity symbol above her. And I see that as like love and compassion and female power and duality. Yeah. And also, I had time to Google what the infinity symbol meant. And the infinity symbol is used to represent the United Nations Development Fund for Women. And the symbol was introduced by Reese Witherspoon as Avon's first ever global fundraising product, the Women's Empowerment Bracelet, which features the infinity symbol. So this kind of tells me that women, we need to take the wheel, because the men are fucking it up, quite frankly. So, Me Too movement, pink hats, women's march, what was it? Million Women's March we had last January. So if we're going to turn this ship around, it's going to be up to us. But we use a gentle touch. Yeah. They go high. Yeah, they go low, we go high. Eric Holder says if they go low, kick them in the nuts. But that's not the way to go. So we have to follow Michelle Obama's advice and, stay strong and powerful. Stand up for yourself and stand up for what it's right. But, don't be, crazy aggressive about it. Be a peaceful warrior. And final card, Seven of Wands. Wow. So it's kind of reiterating the themes of the final three cards. So you have Five of Wands, you have Strength, you have Seven of Wands. So Seven of Wands very similar to Five of Wands, as in standing up for yourself. So you can't really tell in this deck, but in Rider Waite, usually the guy is standing on the hill and he's kind of defending himself, from the people below. So it's maintaining your position. So what this tells me is, we're not going to have a very clear-cut result, whether the Republicans keep all the Senate and House seats or the Democrats take over. It's still going to be a fight. And you see what's happening with immigration and LGBT rights, voting rights. It's like we can't take those things for granted. The second we turn our backs, someone's going to try to take it away from us. So this tells us that we have to stand our ground no matter what. So we can't leave it up to the politicians, to people in power to give us our rights, because, if we're complacent, they'll try to take it away. So we have to stay strong and use strength, women power, use women. We have to get together. Stand up for yourselves and do what's right. And we can turn this country around. And that's, pretty much it. And also I pulled my favorite Oracle deck. I'll show you the box here. Because usually a lot of Oracle decks are, to me, they're pretty vague and useless, but I love Curlet's Baron Reed's Wisdom of the Hidden Realms card. It's a little more specific, and they do reversals too. So I pulled a card, kind of pulling everything together, like how should we react? What's the advice for Americans? How should we conduct ourselves? And this is such a beautiful card, the Wise Woman of Wonderland. So it's all about integrity and compromise. So you have she's elderly woman, a wise woman, and she's happily sitting on a mushroom, little bunny beneath her holding a magic wand. So this kind of says, read your history, listen to your elders, study the past so you don't make the same mistakes. Stand in your integrity. Again, women power, women power. Kind of, yeah, don't kick them in the nuts. Stand in your strength, stand in your gentleness. Don't sink to their level, whoever they are. I think you know who they are. Don't sink to their level. Don't fight dirty. In the end, you want to hold your head up high. You want to stand for the values of this country: life, liberty, the pursuit of happiness and fairness. Yeah. And compromise. Do not compromise your rights. Do not compromise your happiness and other people's rights and prosperities for the sake of, say, lower taxes, or, or to make yourself feel better. So don't compromise your values. Don't compromise this country's values. And politicians, don't compromise your values. You could always run for re-election, live to fight another day, because history is watching us and will judge us eventually. And that's about it. So, and I will do a general reading for each zodiac sign too in the next video. So, hope you enjoyed it. Go vote. Let us know what you think in the comments. And I'll talk to you soon. Bye.